I'm Tyler Brulé, Editor-in-Chief of Monocle magazine from London. If you look back at 2007 when we launched Monocle, the media landscape was evolving rapidly. Of course, we were also on the cusp of the biggest economic collapse that the world has seen in recent history. We were very much focused on being a magazine first and foremost. And so, our strategy called for, putting out a title which was, collectible that people wanted to hold on to. For anyone who knows Monocle, they'll know that, of course, we're obsessed with travel. And I think anyone who knows Tomorrowland and its founder well, Mr. Sasaki is also traveling constantly. So we thought of this idea of coming up with really sort of something which was very chic in terms of a fashion collection for travel, but also something which is very comfortable. So we didn't want our readers to sort of look too casual when they're on an airplane or going through an airport, but at the same time, we also wanted to balance that elegance with comfort. I was always attracted to storytelling. You can probably talk to my parents. I was always interested in writing and creative writing. It was always one of the most important subjects for me at school. Wallpaper magazine launched in 1996, but I had the idea for the magazine probably in 1994, and this was shortly after I was in Afghanistan. And I think what we saw in many cities, whether it was London, whether it was New York, that people wanted to live in the center again. They wanted to be in the middle of things. So there was this real interest in urbanism in its purest form, embracing the city, not living in the suburbs. And that really became the core of what Wallpaper focused on. And so it was about architecture, it was industrial design, and how these things drove and helped create a better urban environment. In fact, we want to do stories that other media aren't doing. And I'm not saying that's always a measure of how we approach things, but I think after almost 4 years of publication, people come to our magazine because we're doing things differently, because you can't find it anywhere else. And that has to be our unique selling point.